All right, here we are at Shoreline Drive.
Hello.
Got Nick here helping. He was just pointing out this guest parking up here that's nice to have. This goes down to a sunken garage. We were just talking about the Bakers. That's a new house built in 23. And a lot of partitions, a lot of levels, but mostly open. So as you walk in, to your right is your kitchen with all that beautiful black accent. It's nicely done, but it's bold. And Nick, you feel free to chime in. I'm just gonna roll this over to a YouTube video and send it to him.
It looks like some of the cabinets were reworked. Original dark insides and then some lighter insides. I think they made a match and renovated, matching some existing. But that was probably the appliances look like more modern sizes, and so I figured that they had to do something like that. It looks like nice stuff, and I think you could probably paint these if that's the main holdup. A new sink would probably go along with that, which would require probably new countertops, or at least on the island. Little bar area over here, and laundry back behind. Little dining areas right here. It's a little bit, it's kind of in between size.
Oh, I'm gonna back it up so that they can get some perspective.
Not big, but not small. It does open up out onto a large deck area right here. I don't know if this is...
Yeah, this is one of the main points. You know, you've got, in terms of outdoor usable air living space, I guess you would call it, you know, you got probably another 1,800, maybe 2,000 square feet. Because there's a whole terrace below us as well. And this room is roughly 30 by 20, something like that. And then this one's probably 15 by 25 with a step up right here and right here.
Yeah, it's about 16 deep.
Okay.
Well, it goes deeper over here. Yeah. It's got great outdoor space.
Yes, it does. So this does have some undulation to it. It's not just terrible. And this was kind of a shortcut. At least need to cap that with a trim piece.
Yep.
These are super nice Pella. I mean, these are the big boys that open wide. So you can open your living room up to the outside if you ever wanted that. And I'm assuming they have probably a screen system that can be affixed to the outside if you wanted it screened.
Yeah.
But so I'm backing up to the staircase just to give you some perspective. This is an interesting fireplace. It's an electric. We're thinking they mainly went with like an Art Deco / modern vibe all the way through the house. So let's go up to this master bedroom. Couple stairs up to the level of the entry. And then when you get to your master bedroom, 3 or 4 stairs. Pre-finished hardwoods. The fact that they've got not one but 2 mini splits, we're probably thinking that there's one big HVAC and these help.
About 12 feet wide from the entry steps.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that again deep. Not terribly big room. 12 by 13.
Okay. And just off the master, you've got a, how do you call it, a little coffee nook or something, but it's got a nice view of the water. And this is summertime water, so in the wintertime, it's going to be more or less a stream or a trickle in the middle. We feel like on the master closet, they added this wall to create the closet. And it just has a series of built-ins. Pretty well done, but black as black can be. This kind of reminds me of that paint that's so black it like you can barely see it, or I forget what they call it. But here we are walking through the master bath. And I'm going to scrunch this a little so you can see just a little more, but it's very well done. They've got a floating counter, 2 vanities. We have these same lights. I love those lights.
No hardware.
And then this shower is impressive. That shower, what do you say, maybe 9 by 5, 5 by 9?
Yeah, it's about 5 and some change, but it's a big shower. Kind of shower you get cold in.
Right.
8?
5 by 8. Okay. Skylights everywhere throughout the house. And then walking back here, you've got a little built-in. It was probably an original linen closet, and they've just added these in. And it's got a sauna, which is a nice feature. And then you've got the loo back here. Okay. You wanna go up first?
Sure.
All right. Nick had a great idea about these stairs, maybe flipping them so they go up this way to create space for a bathroom up here. Got from here back. You'd have to be intentional about not splitting a window, you know, but
Right.
here's you another mini split up here. So this needs a little boost on air conditioning. This is one of my favorite rooms. It's tight, but it is just got a lot of character. And look at this nook off of it. This is, I would say, larger than the room,
Yeah.
but a great view. Nick was saying, it's a shame that all the trees they're just so thick right here. And you would really only have control of this one here that's within the property. Maybe one of those two, but the roof looks good, and they've got the gutter guard, the leaf filters on them. And we're looking down at that Trex deck. It's catching a lot of acorns. This is a mast year, so that they're producing like 4 times as many acorns as a normal year. I'll bet that chimney, with that setup, I bet it was wood burning, and they just put an electric unit in it.
Yeah.
That would stand to reason. Just for your information, that's just a standard closet up here. Okay, now we head downstairs. So again, Nick was talking about, instead of these stairs coming up here, if they came up to this level and you just walked straight into the room, this would allow maybe from here back to be a restroom, a terraced off restroom. I was thinking these beams were like coffer decorative, but that's
Structural.
it's structural, and I believe those are hand milled. You can't hardly buy those unless you find a good old boy on the back of the mountain. Okay, just doing a spin back at the front door, passing the master suite, and going downstairs. Black tile everywhere too down here. Okay, so I'm going to start here. This is a sunken den. And this is your garage access. I'm going to start off going outside. Does this look like it's still wood burning? I mean, it does. It's still got a...
Got the insert.
So that just ties into that chimney behind the electric. So they've astroturfed down here. I like the height that they give you here too.
Right.
It doesn't feel cramped. But again, we're guessing this is around 700 square feet, and there's that again roughly upstairs, maybe a few more, and then the deck above it. There's a lot of outdoor space that's usable. And Nick pointed out it's plumbed in for an outdoor kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So. Is there anything? Oh, we've got a couple more rooms, the garage and the bedroom.
Yeah. Looks like it has pretty good access from the driveway around and from the back porch down to the water. Looks like a very usable area.
Yeah, they've done a good job concreting the walkways. That's good work. Well, we're headed to the garage. I'll tell you, I looked the guy up. He's the owner is a doctor, physician that does, he's actually Nick's neighbor.
Yeah.
They bought another house in Hurricane Creek, is that right? Yeah. So, small world, right? So your garage, you know, could fit a decent car here, like a Tahoe probably.
Sure.
This side, this is going to be a little tighter. And, you know, they're got to swing into it because that door is about 2.5, 3 feet off the wall.
Yep.
But,
This has like a gym floor on it, I just realized. So it's got
oh, okay.
rubberized gym floor.
Got it.
I have no idea what that is. Maybe a generator switch? I haven't walked around outside. Grinder pump.
Yeah, we are on sewer, so there is a grinder pump that pushes it up to the road level. I'm going to do a quick spin on this mechanical room up here. Nick and I walked up here, and he says everything looks pretty straight, pretty good work. But it's all floored, so you've definitely got a lot of storage. Okay, coming back down. We were saying you could probably remove this wood stair structure and have a pull down if you wanted to open up a little more space in here. That's likely doable. Okay, now we're going through the den. And I'm going to take a right and show you the second entrance. So this leads to an area that's under the gangplank where you walk in, the main front door. And your garage is right here.
It's got some nice gas lanterns.
Yeah. Okay, so walking back here is the third bedroom. It's a little dark and I don't see any recessed lights, so it's probably a lamplight room primarily.
Mm-hmm.
There's a switch here, but I just don't see. I feel like this is not supposed to light up. But just beyond that door in the closet, see if this makes sense. I think they've got a light kit for it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so another walk-in closet down here. Same black tile. That's your water shut-off and regulator.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything looking as it should.
It's there.
It's there. And they've made a little carve-out bench seating area here, which would be nice if you were doing things outside. You can crank these open These two side windows are the casement that crank out. This one's a crank out as well. They went big on the windows and doors. They're nice. So this bathroom, they likely had to raise this up to allow for plumbing beneath it, but it's the antique style claw tub.
No shower.
No shower. Wouldn't really fit unless you were a little on the short side. They've got some 5-watt light bulbs in there. That's like an Old West feel. But I think we covered everything now.
Half bath.
Yeah. On the other side of the stairwell in the second entrance, there's a linen closet and then a half bath, which kind of makes me think, is the plumbing stack somewhere where you could? Because we're talking about the bathroom right above us on the third floor.
There'd be opportunities to probably jump through these two closets and get the plumbing.
Okay.
up. So not an impossible task, I don't think.
Right. But again, I think the best plan is what Nick was saying about swapping the angle of these stairs. So they go up this way now, but if they were to come down like this, if you swapped the direction of the stairs, it would allow for a bath on that top level.
Looking at it down here, that
Oh yeah.
powder room crowds us on this side, so that may be a little more difficult than initially thought.
Yeah, I see your point, because it kind of goes up to a landing and you about have to eat into that bathroom to make that happen.
Yeah, there may still be some opportunities to make it work.
But it's quirky and it's neat. There's a lot of things that were very well done. It's just the configuration is a little choppy, and that may be right for the perfect buyer that wants little nooks and little private spaces, but it's not incredibly open. And even if it is, certain elements are sunken, or it's like they're divided without walls.
It would be tough to remodel without going extensively, given one floor's changes would impact the next floor. So
Right.
that in that regard, it could be a little difficult for future renovations.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to call it, and I'll send this guy to you guys on YouTube.